Hi, we are going to go over how to measure a reflex angle and construct a reflex angle. First, what is a reflex angle? A reflex angle is an angle that is greater than 180 degrees. For example, 200 degrees or 270 degrees. Anything greater than 180. For this, we also want to remember that there are 360 degrees in a circle. So if I was to draw a circle, very, very roughly draw a circle, okay? Anywhere where I draw a line in the circle or two lines in that circle, I form an angle. So if I was to draw two lines like this, I have an angle here, and I have an angle on the outside of that around here. All the way around this circle is 360 degrees. So whatever this angle is here and this outer angle is, have to add up to 160. And that is the concept that we use when we're figuring out how to measure or construct reflex angles. So here I want to measure this. This is angle ABC. I want to measure the outside here. But my protractor can only measure this far. It can't measure all the way down to here. So what I'm going to do instead is measure the other side. So if I line up my protractor here, measure this. Sorry, I'll extend this line further. Okay, if I measure this, looks like it's 120 degrees. So this inside area is 120 degrees. To find the outside, I simply subtract from 360. 360 minus 120 is 240 degrees. So my angle ABC is 240 degrees. Let's do another example. Angle CDE, I want this outside reflex angle that's greater than 180 and not this inside. But again, my protractor can't measure all the way around there. It can't go all the way around, it stops here. So instead of measuring the outside, I'm going to measure the inside. Lining that up, this measures 40 degrees on the inside. So the inside is 40. So to figure out the outside, I simply subtract from 360. Giving me 320. So angle CDE here is 320 degrees on the outside. To check your work, you make sure that they add up to 360. 320 plus 40 equals 360. 240 plus 120 equals 360. Now moving on to how to construct a reflex angle. We use exactly the same concept, except we do our subtraction first rather than second. So here we want to draw angle GHI, which measures 290 degrees. So I'll do my subtraction first. This is a reflex angle. It's greater than 180. I subtract from 360. 290. Minus 0. So I get 70 degrees. That's the angle we're going to draw, even though what we need is the angle GHI 290. I'm first going to draw 70 degrees. So start with a line. Measure 70. Take me to here. Okay. So this inside measurement is 70 degrees. But because we did the subtraction, the outside is what we were looking for, 290. Okay, now all that's left to do is label it GHI. GHI 290 degrees. to check our work, does the outside plus the inside equal 360? 290 plus 70 equals 360. Finally, let's do one more example. Let's draw angle LMN equals 200 degrees. So again, first we're going to do our subtraction. So 360 degrees minus 200. Why are we doing a subtraction? Because this is a reflex angle. What is a reflex angle? A reflex angle is an angle that is greater than 180 degrees. If this angle is less than 180, I don't do this subtraction. But because this angle is more than 180, I have to do a subtraction from 360. 360 minus 200 equals 160. This will be the angle that I draw, but I will label this guy because we got it from the subtraction. So let's try that. Start by doing a straight line. This time I'll do it upside down so it's not running into my work. I'm measuring the subtraction we did, 160 degrees. Maybe right here. Okay, so this inner angle here is 160 degrees. But what we're actually going to label is the outside angle, which is what? It's whatever we subtracted from 360. So that's 200 degrees. Do they add up to 360? 200 plus 160, yes, that equals 360. We can check. Yes, they equal 360. So this is the reflex angle for 160. Okay, and last thing to do is just label them. L, M, N. So the key was to make sure that we were subtracting from 360. When you're measuring a reflex angle, first you measure the inside, then second you do your subtraction. When you're constructing a reflex angle, first you do your subtraction, then you draw. First you do your subtraction, 360 minus 200, draw that, label the outside.